You know that feeling. The sky turns dark, rain begins tapping against the windshield. Most people start thinking about delays, traffic, slippery roads, visibility. But you might actually feel calmer. You get into the car, close the door, and suddenly the outside world becomes quieter. The road is wet, the sky is grey, the headlights ahead blur into soft reflections, and somehow you enjoy it. People might call it strange. They might say you simply like driving, or maybe you just enjoy the atmosphere. But that explanation misses something important, because your brain isn't only responding to the rain, it's responding to what the rain does to your environment. It reduces visual noise. It changes the rhythm of the road. It creates a psychological boundary between you and the outside world. And for certain personalities, that can feel deeply satisfying. But psychology suggests there's something much deeper going on. And by the end of this video, we'll uncover the rare psychological trait that may explain why rainy drives feel almost therapeutic to you. The definition: environmental immersion. Let's call it environmental immersion. It's not a clinical diagnosis, it's a useful way of describing a psychological tendency, the ability to become deeply absorbed in an environment when sensory information becomes organized and predictable. And rain does something fascinating to your surroundings. It simplifies them. The windshield becomes a moving frame. The sound of the rain becomes consistent background noise. The road reflects light in predictable patterns. The engine provides physical feedback. Your hands feel the steering wheel. Your brain begins processing a continuous stream of information. But unlike a crowded city or a noisy room, the information has rhythm. And the human brain often loves rhythm, especially when you're someone who naturally notices patterns. So let's look at why.
Trait number 1. You enjoy controlled complexity. Rain makes driving more difficult, but not necessarily chaotic. That's an important distinction. You have to pay more attention. You notice the road surface, you adjust your speed, you anticipate braking, you watch the vehicle ahead, you feel the steering. Your brain becomes engaged. And that engagement can activate something psychologists call cognitive absorption, a state where attention becomes deeply focused on the activity in front of you. There is no room for 20 unrelated thoughts, no endless scrolling, no notifications, no meaningless distractions. Just the road, the rain, the machine, and your decisions. This is why rainy driving can feel strangely peaceful, despite requiring more concentration. You're not escaping complexity. You're replacing chaotic complexity with controlled complexity. And for some minds, that's incredibly satisfying. Trait number 2. You find comfort in predictable sensory feedback. Listen to the rain. Tap, tap, tap. The wipers move. Left, right, left, right. The tires hum against wet pavement. The engine responds when you accelerate. Every action produces feedback, and your brain constantly uses sensory feedback to understand whether you're safe and in control. This is called sensory-motor integration. Your brain isn't just thinking about driving, it's continuously connecting what you do with what the machine does. Turn the wheel, the car turns. Press the pedal, the car responds. Ease off, the vehicle slows. Rain makes these relationships more noticeable. You become more aware of the machine beneath you, and that can create something surprisingly powerful. Presence. You're not thinking about yesterday, you're not rehearsing tomorrow. You're here, in this exact moment.
Trait number 3. You may use driving as a form of emotional regulation. Here's where things become more personal. Sometimes you don't drive because you need to go somewhere. You drive because you need to feel different. Maybe you've had a difficult day. Maybe your mind is overloaded. Maybe you've spent hours dealing with people, expectations, messages, and responsibilities. Then the rain starts. You get into the car, and the door closes. The world becomes muffled. This can function as a form of emotion regulation. Not necessarily because driving solves your problems. It doesn't. But it can temporarily change the conditions under which your brain is processing them. the repetitive movement, the controlled environment, the sensory feedback, the solitude. Together, they create a psychological transition. You're moving physically, while your mind begins moving emotionally. And sometimes that's exactly what you need. Trait number 4. You probably notice details other people ignore. Think about what you notice during a rainy drive. The way headlights stretch across the asphalt, the sound of water hitting the roof, the changing texture of the road, the reflection of traffic lights, the way your car behaves differently. Most people see bad weather. You might see an environment. That's a difference in attentional orientation. Some people naturally direct attention towards practical outcomes. Others become absorbed by sensory details and environmental changes. You notice the little things, and those little things give your brain more information to work with. The rain transforms ordinary driving into something visually and physically richer. The road becomes reflective. The air becomes cooler. The sounds become softer. The landscape changes. And suddenly, a familiar route doesn't feel familiar anymore.
Trait number 5. You don't always need stimulation. Sometimes you need immersion. Modern life constantly asks for your attention. Notifications, videos, messages, advertisements, endless information. Your brain is continuously being pulled outward. But driving in the rain does something different. It pulls your attention inward. The environment becomes repetitive enough to be calming, but unpredictable enough to remain engaging. That's a powerful combination. Too little stimulation becomes boring. Too much becomes overwhelming. But rain creates a middle ground. Enough sensory input to keep you engaged. Enough repetition to keep you calm. Enough unpredictability to keep you present. And that balance may explain why some people find rainy driving almost meditative. The emotional why the rain feels like a reset. But underneath all of this, there may be something more human happening. Freedom, control, solitude. These are not luxuries for the brain, they're psychological needs. There are moments when life feels like something happening to you. People expect things, work demands things, technology demands things, society demands things. But inside your car, you have a small space where the rules become simpler. You choose the direction. You control the pace. You decide when to stop. And when rain surrounds that space, the separation becomes even stronger. The car becomes more than transportation. It becomes a boundary, a temporary place where nobody needs anything from you. And maybe that's why you love rainy drives. Not because you love bad weather, because for a little while, you get to disappear from the noise.
The rare trait, the secret reason you love it. Remember the rare trait I mentioned earlier? Here it is. People who genuinely enjoy these moments may have a stronger tendency towards self-directed attention, the ability to turn inward without becoming completely disconnected from the world. You can observe your thoughts, feel your emotions, notice your surroundings, and still remain grounded in the physical world. That's unusual, because most people escape discomfort by increasing stimulation. They reach for their phone, turn on something, talk to someone, distract themselves. But you may sometimes do the opposite. You reduce the noise. You enter the car, you drive, and you let your mind breathe. That's not necessarily avoidance. Sometimes it's processing. Closing. So the next time someone asks why you actually enjoy driving in the rain, you could tell them, it's not about the weather. It's about what happens inside your head. The rain quiets the world. The road gives your attention somewhere to go. The machine gives your body feedback, and for a few miles, everything becomes simple. You aren't necessarily driving to escape your life. Maybe you're driving to reconnect with it. Because sometimes the most peaceful place isn't a quiet room. It's a driver's seat with rain falling against the windshield. So here's the question I want you to think about. When you drive in the rain, are you escaping the world, or are you finally able to hear yourself? Tell me in the comments. And if you've ever taken the long way home simply because the rain made the drive feel different,
than you already understand. This is mechanical psychology,